Guys, good morning. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about Easter on this beautiful rainy day here in Oklahoma. So, down through the years, Easter has meant a lot of different things to me. It's meant, as a kid, yay, I got my Easter basket full of candy and usually a Precious Moments Bible from my mom and dad. As I grew up and learned about the sacrifice that Jesus Christ made for me on the cross, dying for my sins, it became about his death, burial, and resurrection. And as I've grown in Jesus Christ and I've gone through intense healing, I've learned that I've seen Jesus on the cross, I've seen him taken down, I've seen all of my sins nailed to the cross on bright yellow post-it notes, and seeing the blood of Jesus coming down over all of those sins, and they're just disappearing. But I walked through the cross, and on the other side of the cross was Jesus Christ, and he handed me a white robe, and it was just the most incredible sunrise I've ever seen. And Jesus and I, we just sat a while and talked, and that's when I really learned from my head to my heart how much the Father really loves me, and just how much he loves you. And guess what? You're his favorite. And so I wanted to share something that I saw last year when I was starting to learn about joy, and I was learning about just the immense joy that Father gives us. And so I was actually watching Jesus carrying the cross down the Via Dolorosa, and the crowds were there, and Jesus was bleeding, and he was obviously in pain. But I also saw Satan in that, and he was literally standing over there making fun of me, jeering at Jesus, jeering at the crowds. And I was standing really far off just watching all this, but even in his pain and in his sacrifice, he looked at me and he said, "Rachel, what are you going to do about that?" And so I kind of giggled a little bit, and I watched where Satan went, and he just kind of fell back into the crowds. And so I snuck up behind him, and all I did is leaned over his shoulder and I whispered, "Boo." And Satan screamed like a little girl, y'all. And he ran. He is terrified of us. And so whatever fear that you're facing today, whether it be from COVID or wondering how you're going to pay your bills or feed your kids, or even if just your kids are driving you up the wall, and maybe your husband and wife is too, because you were getting all of this wonderful family time, I just want to tell you to tell the devil, boo, because he's really scared of you. And I want you to know that Papa's heart is to fill your home with so much joy and so much peace that passes all understanding. But most of all, I just want you to know that if you're worried about feeding your kids today, even as you think it, God will cause that food that you need to appear. And also, if you need anything, you have amazing pastors in Pastor Thomas and Tammy Brown. They love you guys, and they will make sure that they connect you with people that will get you what you need. Be blessed today. Have a wonderful day indoors. Stay warm. God bless.